Hey everybody, welcome back to Holt Growers. I'm your host Timothy Holt, and this is my backyard. So there's a couple of things this week that had to happen. One, the chicks, the pullets, the new ones, they're too big for the totes that we're in, but they're not big enough to be in the backyard. I tried to have them in the backyard, they kept finding holes and getting out. So what I did is put some chicken wire underneath the roost here. This is going to serve a couple of purposes, having them under here. A couple of housekeeping things before we get into that. One, you can follow me on Facebook. Also, hit that subscribe button and the bell so you get notifications. I upload a new video every week. And you can check out Teespring for some logoed merchandise, some merch. If you like those designs, let me know. If you don't, let me know. If you think of some other designs, I'm more than welcome, open to those ideas. So also you can support me on Patreon if you head over there. Links will be in the description below. So definitely hit that like button if you like this video, and subscribe. Also share it with anyone you want. So back to the chickens. So I don't know if you can see them in the video here, but there's two of them here. I've got the feeder for the pullets. It's full of a commercial feed for them to help them grow into adulthood. And two of the adult hens are just having fun eating it. Also got the water here. We've got two hooks behind me for them to hang on. And this chicken wire. So under the roost, having the pullets under the roost is a good idea. One, it allows the adult hens to see the new hens coming into the flock for the next few weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. Second, it allows them to smell them and hear them. So in order to integrate new hens, I'm trying not to laugh at these two, but in order to integrate new hens into an existing flock and have them meld and mesh well without being territorial, they need to have exposure to each other, be able to see each other, smell each other, hear each other for a little while anyway before they get fully into it. So this is a good time to let the pullets grow into adulthood with a lot more room and a lot more space to move around, get some more exercise, spread their wings, give them more feed, more water, and they still have shelter. So there's a shade tree over us. There's also the roost, the coop itself, that will provide them with shelter when it rains, storms, that kind of thing. So I'm going to hang these in first here, and then get these birds in. So all I did was 2 hooks. This is one piece of chicken wire. There's another piece over here, and then there's 2 hooks here to hold our gate in. It just stretches, and then there's one down here. I'm hoping that 2 hooks will be enough, and then we can just move it out of the way, see, to get these in here. We'll start with the feeder. And the water, you notice I have the water upside down. That's so it's easier to carry. It's not quite level on that hanger, so I want this hole to be at the bottom of the low end. That way, when I hang it, it will stop before it overflows. So I also put some scratch mix in there just to give these birds a little bit of entertainment. So, you girls ready? Don't peck me. Easy, easy, darling. So, we have a variety of different breeds here. We have some Rock Islands, we have some Leghorns. I'm not sure what variety this one is. She's cute. I like her. One of my favorite ones. I think she might be a Rhode Island Red, but I'm not sure. So if you have any ideas on what these varieties are, let me know what these breeds are, because I'm curious. We end up getting them out of a discount bin. The store we bought them from just simply did a variety pack. So we do know that the black ones are Astrolorps. We just reach in and go. Want to make sure that when we put them in, that they don't come running back out at the same time. Ow! Little pecker. She pecked my finger. Their beaks are pretty sharp, so be aware of that. Easy. So we want to be relatively quick about this and get them in there. As you can tell, they're not quite full grown. They're about halfway. They're not chicks. They're more like teenagers almost, adolescents. But they do need the room to move and get around. So there were 3 of them that were considerably bigger than the rest when we got them. Those 3 have already integrated into the adult flock. They're not quite adult size yet, but they're big enough that they're not getting out. So we're going to leave them running free as long as they continue to not get out. We got 2 left in here. Come here, you. Last one. Whoa, easy, darling. Easy there, girl. Now this one is pretty cool looking. I did save her for last because if you look at her feathers, they're pretty. They're really pretty. Now, once they're calm and not frightened, they'll actually stand on your arm once they've calmed down, which is pretty cool. I've done it with the adults who are a little heavier, but the chicks, it's kind of neat just seeing them get their bearing if you just let your finger right under there. They are good entertainment, great pets. They do take a lot of care though, so you got to take care of them. You don't want them to get too cold or too hot, and with this being a good wind area as well, they'll definitely get cooled off. So looking forward to giving you an update here in about 3 to 4 weeks when these girls should be ready for adulthood and full integration into our existing flock. So we should have about 24 of them. So stay tuned for that. There you go, girl. That's a problem. 2 of them found a hole, so it looks like I got a hole to fill. Stay tuned. Alright, so you can see I'm attaching the chicken wire to the back side there. I'm using a stapler to wrap it around and secure it. I end up cutting the wire to go underneath the big door and secured it there with more staples. I left a gap that I later filled in at the end to access the feeder and the water in the coming weeks. Right now I'm taking the chicken wire and wrapping it around the steps. By putting it over the steps, it still allows the adult chickens to use the roost, but inhibits the pullets from jumping out. I used a number of staples to secure it to the steps and then manually bent the wire framing around to get that angle. You'll see I'm cutting it here in order to allow for a gate or a door. I used just a small piece of chicken wire to do that and a couple of hooks. This keeps it in place and makes it easy to access that water and the feeder. Thanks for watching.